Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to MF3 Showcase. Today, like I said, I've been doing a lot of different things. Some people are really liking it, so I'm going to keep on going with it. Today, I'm going to do some cartoon, like anime. And we're going to give it a shot in my kind of like cartoon characters that I do. It's something that I do pretty much, and you guys are good to see it. Oh, hey R2, how you doing? Yeah, no Star Wars today, but we'll get there. We'll get some Star Wars pretty soon. Don't worry. All right, so let's get started. I think I am gonna do a character called Luffy from One Piece. Now, my oldest, Megan, she she has a podcast and she does all sorts of. It's all anime and manga, so they do One Piece a lot. Um, so they do One Piece um, all the time. So this is like kind of the main guy that they have. Now I think we'll be doing a lot more of this style of characters because I think they're fun to draw. I like drawing them. Now remember, this is in no way a tutorial, and I don't want you to think that it is. This is kind of my style that I do. If you see any of my stuff for my um, podcast, you will notice it is like this style. I tend to like drawing this way. I don't know. I just like it. And Luffy is a pirate, and he always has this hat on, which is kind of cool. And some people draw the hat different. And he has this sash that goes across. And these shorts. Now, just because the way I draw my guys, sometimes I have to compromise on things. But we'll see. All right, if you notice, of course, behind me, there he is, the pug of the day, Yoshi, 16 years old and ready to rumble. Anyway, so now I know someone had told me before that that I should sketch a little bit darker, but I think I'm okay. We'll see. All right. So I know that this is really popular right now, this cartoon, or I'm sorry, anime. Um, a lot of people are watching it. I've seen some episodes. I think it's pretty cool. You know, I'm like old school anime, meaning that the stuff that I watched was stuff like Voltron was like on TV. That was a pretty big one. I wasn't a big Voltron guy. Big Robotech guy. Robotech was it back then. And you had a lot of different ones out there that were good. So I liked, like I said, there are different ones that we would watch. And it's funny because anime has always been big. Always. I mean, from things like Akira, which was another big one. Akira was really big. I remember watching that as a kid and just being just blown away, having arguments with people on the difference between like Disney animation, sorry, Disney animation and other like anime. And during the 80s, they came up with they were doing in the 80s they were doing uh, like Marvel anime. They were doing X-Men and Wolverine, different things like that, which was kind of cool. Along with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things of that nature. But nowadays, it's like some of these animes and manga have been around for so long, and I think it's going to be their time. I really think you're going to start seeing a lot more of this type of stuff. And like I said, if you really want to learn more about it, if you're not into it or you don't know a lot about it, go on and watch Volume 1. You will be educated, and it's fun. They do a lot of fun things on the show. You know, definitely something to go see or go see and watch because it's actually a podcast, so you get to kind of listen to, right? So, and they have a really good show. It's called Volume 1. You could look it up on YouTube and all those different things. Now he's a pirate, so of course he's a tough dude. He's got a lot of friends on his boat, and there's so many characters to this show that I can't even begin to know them all because I don't. I'm gonna be doing some of this stuff because hopefully you might see me at a anime convention. I plan to hopefully get into an anime convention and actually be able to do this live so that maybe you guys could actually come and see me in person. That would be kind of cool. Now, sometimes when I do these characters, I do them in different ways. Meaning that sometimes I'll do like if the character's costume or outfit, I have to actually show more of the legs than I will, because sometimes I have to, or it won't make any sense. But I've always loved doing this style. I always like it. It's one of my key kind of styles that I do. Going all the way back probably, I don't know, 20 years or so. Kind of probably even before like Funko Pops and things of that nature. I have stuff going all the way back then. But I've done coloring books. I've done all sorts of things in this kind of style. I don't know why I always go to my old man. I don't know, but I don't know. Now this show is so big. Like I said, if you go on volume 1, you'll be able to they have a lot of shows, and you could actually look up old shows too, shows that have already shown, and they have One Piece. My nephew sometimes guest stars Nolan, and he is sometimes a guest on their show, which is pretty neat. And so just remember, volume 1. And if you guys like One Piece, then you'll like these characters. Oh, look at that. Now see, when it comes to stuff like this, I am like kind of like super fast. I'm super fast. I think it's just because I like doing it so much, you know? I think maybe that's the reason. But I don't know. I just tend to. Sometimes there's certain characters and things that I just enjoy doing. He has a scar right here. Yeah, what pirate wouldn't be a good pirate, right? Without a scar, right? All right. And I appreciate everyone that's coming out to see my stuff, and people that are subscribing. I'm actually up in subscribers, I guess you would call it. Now I'm pretty good. My Mama Spider actually has been doing really good. Like I said, I need to come up with a way that you could do comments. I haven't figured that out yet. But I will talk to people and get that done. Because definitely, I want to be able to start, taking comments for you guys. And if you guys are interested in me doing something particular, I definitely will. Like this is a little bit not odd, but people are going to go, wow, I didn't know that A, he knew anything about One Piece, and B, a little bit different style than he's used to doing, but not really, because you've seen it before. You've seen my stuff before, so it's nothing new. See, I made a mistake because I didn't do this. I didn't do the inking on a different layer, so I have to kind of erase. So that's what I mean. Some of you guys that do know programs are sitting there going, "What a blow it! What is his problem? What has he done?" And you're probably right, because I end up having to do more stuff to cover it and more stuff to fix it than if I would have just done it right the first time. But as I told you before, I'm kind of an old fogey. Not really old, but old. Not old like dinosaur old, but I'm pretty old. Not old like, what is this computer nonsense? What is this witchcraft? Yeah, it's funny. You think about it. You imagine if you took somebody from, geez, the 1900s, right? And just plopped them in here and said, check this out. It would be kind of like witchcrafty. They would be, hey, what's going on? You can draw right on the whatever this is called, because they wouldn't know what this is called either. Okay, like normal, you guys know me. I will fix it, and it always kind of looks kind of odd and strange in the beginning because I tend to have all these sketches and things in play, but it always comes out okay. So, and I would love to be able to like have it one day where we're just chilling and I could talk to people. I think I'm going to be working on maybe doing a live where that would be fun. Then we can talk and you could say, what's up with the old man voice? Why are you always doing old man voice? I don't know. I just think it's funny. I like it. Alright, now I have fixed pretty much all my mistakes. So, and I will fix the rest of them as I go. So Luffy is a pirate, and he has a lot of friends, and that are all in the show. And all right, and they're all in the show, and they all have a good time and do pirate stuff. Okay. So, and one of the reasons I wanted to do this character is because really, it's not that he's hard to do. I just like doing my cartoon versions because I always it's faster for me to draw them. And I, enjoy it. All right. What I like about YouTube and me doing this online is that it's kind of cool because you guys could fast forward it if you want to see more stuff, or you don't really want to spend, all the time. You could fast forward it, and take a different speed. Maybe just fast forward to the end and go, wow. But I always like the journey. The journey is something to behold. That's another old guy, but that's a different old guy, right? But for me, I think it's cool to see the process. I always like the drawing channels myself because it's like it's kind of cool to see how an artist moves through. Now, I know most artists will do like time lapse and things like that. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm figuring I might as well just bust a move and write and do it. Um, Bust a move and just do it. I don't know if he would be, I don't know if that's a word, more tan because he is a pirate. But hey, we're just going with it, right? And then you guys could tell me what you think. All right. Now I'm going to do that later. Now I'm going to come back and fix some of these things that I'm doing. Sometimes I see the mistake that I make and I'm like, okay, should I start over or should I just come back and fix it? And sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to stop. So I just will come back and fix it later. I know Luffy has a unique ear structure, but I'm not going to get too into that. And I definitely will come back and do what I need to do. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody has had a good Wednesday. I had an okay Wednesday. Work is work, right? I tend to busy day today for me at work. But like I say, sometimes for me, every day is Monday. Monday. I don't know if that's the way it is for you at your job, but for me, sometimes it is. That's why drawing, I just enjoy and, I can do my thing. Okay. Now I'm just going to lighten this up a little bit. Perfect. Okay. And I'm hoping I can get some of this done. Now, I don't know what your best anime is. For me, it's so hard for me to say, okay, it is this one. because there's so many that I like, and so many new ones that I like nowadays. So all my friends and people that I know, they watch different ones. One Piece is one of the biggest right now. I think. I think a lot of people are watching this one, and it's got like 5 million episodes. It's one. I mean, to me, it's got so many. Like I said, I started watching it. I didn't finish the first season yet. I know people are like, "What? How can you even be drawing him?" But in my style here, I mean, there's so many characters that I could draw. I drew. Um, I just finished drawing Demon Slayer. I did one, and then I was like, why not? Why not? Why not go on here and draw them for you guys, right? So me, I thought, why not? I like the character. I like the anime. Why don't we get in here, right? I always like his hair, how they do him in the show. Like I said, there's just so many things that I think are cool. Now, for me, I wasn't really expecting the kind of like not stretch arm thing, but yeah, that part of it. What I like the most is that the variety. There's so much variety in the show, like all the pirates and the different looks they have, and I think it's way cool. Now, with these characters, I always like thick lines, and in general, I like thick lines. You guys know that. You guys seen a lot of my stuff already, and a lot of it is, you know, just kind of thick lines. I kind of like that. All right, so now we're done with that. Now, let's do his hat. His hat is yellow. I'm going to do it a little different way, actually. So let's get a nice yellow. It's almost like yeah. All right. Now I think it's looking pretty good. Oh, hey, what's happening, Stitch? I know, I know. It is a cartoon, though. It is a cartoon. It's not Star Wars, but I know. Don't worry, everyone's going to get their own time. And, when we start doing that, you'll be the first to know. Jeez. All right. He is always bugging, that guy. All right. Now, then again, people that this is not a tutorial, so I might have people out there that go, "Why don't you do this?" And I could, and I should, but I won't because I am a trailblazer. Well, I don't know if it's a trailblazer because I'm not doing things I should do. More as like a left behinder, or or something of that nature. You could come up with your own phrase as long as it's not messed up and it doesn't offend anybody. And it is a nice thing to say. All right. Well, I hope that all you guys are liking my stuff. And like I said, I just released my podcast thumbnail. I'll be doing those and getting those out there. I enjoyed doing that. And you'll see the style. The style's the same. I do the characters. I do everyone that's on the podcast, me. And all the guys. And if you want to listen to that one, that is called Live from Saturn. The only thing is, I don't know if it's a kid show. I know we don't cuss or anything crazy like that, but maybe just the content might not, because we go over like different books and audiobooks and movies, and like I said, that it's just the content, not the like we curse or anything, but it's just we might be talking about different things that maybe not be for the children. Help the children, help them. Don't let them listen to that stuff. That stuff is just not good. Rots the brain, I tell you. We don't listen. Listen to something good like PBX. Right, something wholesome. All right. Wholesome. That's funny. All right. That's always a funny phrase to me. Wholesome. All right. Now he's coming along pretty good. Like I said, this is more of a not a fast drawing, but something with some speed. That would be a fast drawing, right? His color schemes too is cool too. It's a little Los Angeles Ramish. For you that are not Los Angeles Rams fans, I do apologize in advance. All right. Well, I hope you guys are too, not only enjoying what I'm doing, but inspiring. All those kiddos out there that are drawing and want to draw, I hope I'm inspiring. Now, like I said, I don't want to be a tutorial guy, and I told you the reasons in the beginning if you've seen some of my other videos. I'm not a tutorial guy because I do a lot of things that are unorthodox. And if you follow me, I feel like I'll be setting you back. I know that sounds funny, but I truly do, because some of the things I do, like I said, I'm doing because I don't know how they're done. And if I knew how they were done, it would be different. So that's the problem. I think you would learn more from somebody that kind of was already not established, but knew kind of the techniques. And you go to school and you learn those things, and you know, and then you can come back and do it. All right, he is looking good. Okay. I hope you guys are liking him so far. Let me get him back into, there he goes. All right, hey, that's looking pretty good. All right, here we go. Oh, we got one more thing to do. All right. All right. Okay, now we're going to get down to some detail work. You're like, that's what I want, Frank. That's what I want. It's all in the details. It's all in the details. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to go into black. Let's get this. This is always the fun part. At least I like it. Okay. And like I said, this program for me is kind of new, meaning the fact that I bought this program a little bit ago. The reason I bought it was because I wanted to start doing the things that I'm doing that you're seeing now. So I bought this program to start doing those things. So it's the fruit of what I am doing right now, which I enjoy. And like I told you guys before, those guys that have heard me and on my stuff, is that you do you. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. You do you. You do the pictures that you want. You do the stuff that you want. If it is coming out the way that you want it, that's all that matters, right? You're always going to have people that are going to tell you, well, this and that. If you're not doing it for a school project or something of that nature where you actually need to be accurate, who cares? Really, in the end, who cares? You do you. All right, he is turning out pretty good. I wish I could say, tell me what you think, but that's coming. Okay. Now let me use white. I always use white. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. I like the little contrast that it gives. That's just me. I know, and it's not accurate because someone would go, well, why are you doing detailed lines like that, which is more of a highlight? And you know what I said to that? I don't care. It's my drawing. And then you guys will like it, right? And then you dance and you say, hey, that's pretty awesome, dude. Where'd you learn how to chair dance? I'm probably one of the best chair dancers this side of Wisconsin. And everyone says, chair dance. What is he talking about? What is he rambling about now? No. It's funny. My dad, he always cracked me up. My dad tells me, he says to me one time, he says, look, I said, Dad, can you dance? He goes, no. He goes, I only know one dance. And I go, well, what is that, Dad? What dance is that? And he goes, I do the elevator. And I'm like, the elevator? What is the elevator? He goes, it's got no steps. That would be a joke that Yoshi back there would give us. All right, look at that. All right. I am digging it. I am digging it. Let's try something totally different. I always like to put that accent square in the back. That's just me. I just always have. I think it's pretty neat looking. And you can do whatever you want. That's your drawing, right? And we're going to do blue. And we're going to do a brush. And we're going to do bigger. All right. All right. I think it's coming out pretty neat. I hope you guys think so too. I think it's coming out good. All right. And it's those little things that I want to fix. Well, you know what time it is now, right? All you guys can eventually say it with me. It is time to sign. I know, I know. All right. And like I said, I'm going to eventually be, hopefully, if everything works out, I'm going to be at maybe a convention, and you guys can maybe come out and say, hey, I know this guy. Maybe, maybe not. All right. There is Luffy. I hope you like it. Where's Yoshi? He's even turned away from us. He doesn't even want to talk to us. Well, I hope you guys had a good time. Definitely, come and watch me. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Let your kids watch. And pretty soon, you'll be watching all my videos. And don't worry, people that are Boneyard fans, I have not forgotten about you. We're going to probably be doing a Boneyard edition pretty soon. That's why if you notice, the edition is spelled like add-on. All right? So all you guys have a good time. Have a good week. I'll be posting next week. And thank you again for the time that I'm giving you, and I hope you enjoy it. See you later.